Can you remember that video from a while back about the brands who were using people's faces or using people's likeness and AI to sell their baby formula and stuff online? Well, we're sort of revisiting that to talk about George the Master Tailor, except this time the scammers have been way more lazier with it. I bought things online where if they haven't come quite as they looked online, or they've kind of I'm assuming used another product and then posted that picture of a product and then also sold me a fake version. You know what I mean? They've taken a picture from somewhere else, but they've given you their version of it. So I guess I've been scammed, and it's usually something I've ordered from Amazon, and it's obviously from Shein or Temu, you know what I mean? And this is what's happening a lot online recently, is drop shipping. So say I wanted to be a business and I want to sell fans like this. I could find this on AliExpress. I can find it on Temu. And but I can put Robert Reacts fans and then put my own website up selling it, or my own TikTok shop selling it. And then when it comes to actually sending it to you, I just order it from AliExpress and have it sent to you. That way, I don't have to have a whole shop. I don't have to have stock. And you'll notice this happens with products that you order and it takes weeks and weeks to come. Things online like Alibaba.com actually do it so you can have custom stuff sent to people like it's from your own shop, you know what I mean? And a lot of people have actually wised up to these kind of things now. They know how it works. They can look at something and be like, that's from AliExpress, that's from Temu, and all the AI adverts that go with it, right? But that does mean that scammers have had to take to using slightly different ways to pull people in. Let's have a look. So it says, my dad's cat slippers are not ugly, and it has this girl crying. Oh, sorry about all the mess in the background. I didn't even realize that was also there. And then it goes on to show he just needs that one viral video tugging on the heartstrings of the public. And it's this guy sitting down and he's making these cat slippers. They're cute if you like cats. Cost nothing. So it costs nothing to like, gives us motivation to comment, introduces others to our page to send a message, and helps with engagement to send. Okay. And it says, my husband's... Wait. No, start again, please. My husband's brand isn't ugly, and it has this lady. He just needs that one viral video. It's the same thing again, where they're like, he just needs that viral video, and it has these pictures. And then it asks you to comment and like, and do all this other stuff. It's that emotional, my old dad is just trying his best at life, you know what I mean? He has this one dream of making cat slippers, you know? A lot of people do rely on posts like this to get traction, to raise money, or to make sales, but I bet there's a huge percentage of them that aren't necessarily telling the truth. And you see this a lot with like small businesses. It's like, this person stole from my small business. And they're putting together like packages that they're sending out, doing like a voiceover story time about a really horrible situation they had and how it's affected them as a small business. Of course it's true. You get some shitty people out there, you know? When you think about this post from a scammer's perspective, it is a little bit funny they went out their way to find pictures of older women or younger teenagers who are usually like crying or staring out a window all dramatic, like with, with a cup of tea. And then making up a story on how in this case, they have an animal shelter or a business, their husband's slipper business or their dad's slipper business is failing and all they need is people to like and subscribe, follow, whatever. And the stories on each of these types of posts changes up each time too. It's like they have a tragic stories written on bits of paper and they just draw them out of a hat and see what they're going to go with today. It's super odd that they jump from this emotional story and sad music to showing the most Temu, AliExpress, cheap looking tat ever, right? In someone's bathroom. Why isn't the old man holding it? Why isn't he like, hi guys, this is my business and it's failing? So this account we've just seen there is one of the many that has been terrorizing George. George has been sewing and tailoring for most of his life and has had a TikTok account dedicated to his business and showing people how to stitch and give little tips for free, which is really cute. I feel like older people should get online, teach us people how to garden. How do we put up a coat hanger? I don't know. How do you change a light bulb? No, I know how to change a light bulb. Things like that could be really interesting. How do you do the basics to fix your car? You know what I mean? But it's so nice. Like you couldn't pick a worse person for this to be happening to. And what has ended up happening is that all of these spam and drop shipping accounts have been taking screenshots of his videos to use him for their clickbait ads.
To my TikTok friends, this is the last video that I'm going to post.
No, George.
My identity's been stolen. People have me as selling slippers and all kinds of stupid stuff.
Stupid stuff, yeah.
You know, I show people how to sew, not to make money, but to help people. But my face is all over the place, and they just stole my identity, and I worked so hard to do this. And it's just when I see somebody showing my face, they even change me to Chinese face. They're selling all kinds of junk, and that's not me. I'm a tailor. I'm a clothier. I'm not anything that they're trying to show. So I appreciate you following. You
Don't
follow
give
us.
up.
And till TikTok does something about it and stop this nonsense,
They won't.
we are not going to post any more videos. I do appreciate, love you guys, and have a good life. Thank you.
No, George. And there's a list of scam accounts there. That's so sad. Poor George. That is so sad that he's worked on his trade his entire life only for people to slap his face on some cat slippers. It hasn't just been the one account either. It's been pages of his accounts. They haven't even been able to find all of them. This could be one person. It could be a group of people doing it. It doesn't take much to do something like this. So to take a screenshot from AliExpress and just make a TikTok account of it. People do this drop shipping business in the comfort of their own homes. There are like 15-year-olds doing it. Anyone could be doing this. But listen, if you have a good following, right? Not good as in big, but people who really follow you for your content and respect you, you're going to have people in the comments of those videos being either reporting it or being like, this isn't real George, the real George is this. I wouldn't give up on what you're doing and what you provide for people just because of these like shitty accounts. You know what I mean?
If you guys see a video like this, it is fraud. It's a scam. It is not real. The older man that you're seeing in the video, that's my dad, George, the master tailor.
It's George's daughter.
These people are stealing his videos and photos without permission, saying that he's making these cat slippers and all this stuff, and he's not. It is not us. He's not asking for donations for cat shelters. These videos are going viral, and they're scamming people. They're stealing your money. It is disgusting what they're doing.
When you see videos like this, though, like, we're raising money for a cat shelter, you do think, oh my God, that's so sweet. I saw one the other day and it was like for a dog thing. There wasn't even a link for the dog shelter they were saving.
My dad's 84 years old, and he's worked his entire life to build his brand. We've been on TikTok since COVID. You know, we've been posting videos for years. I run his profiles. It's him and I. I've reported these profiles and the videos. TikTok comes back and says there's no violation. And then every time I comment on the videos saying that everything's a scam, TikTok takes my comments off, saying that I violated the community guidelines. And then every time somebody tags us in a video, whoever is running these profiles is taking those comments down. So
yeah, of course.
We truly appreciate everybody who's letting us know, because we've been able to start a list of all of the profiles this way. But those people are taking the comments down so that nobody is actually able to see that. TikTok is not showing our videos, trying to let you guys know that this is a scam. It's actually suppressing the videos. So we really don't know what to do at this point. My dad's not going to post any more sewing videos until TikTok does something about this. It's really upsetting because, you know, it's been so fun for us, and we really, really enjoy teaching everybody how to sew.
Aww.
We're hopeful that TikTok will make this right and take those profiles down, and then in the future start supporting their creators instead of supporting the scammers, because that's exactly what's going on right now. We've been creators on this app for many years now, and instead of supporting us, TikTok is supporting those scammers. So until then, I will try to make more videos to talk about the scams, maybe give some updates. But as for sewing videos, they're just not going to happen right now.
Oh, that's so sad.
And please keep reporting the profiles and the videos that you see. Send us the names if you come across any more. We really do appreciate everybody's support.
Oh, that's so sad. But here's the deal. TikTok are never going to sort that out as an issue. They'll tell you what, on YouTube it's super easy. Just be like, this person's stolen my content, here's the proof, and someone can manually review it, right? Whereas on TikTok there's so many users and so many people, and it thrives on those clicks and those sympathy clicks and those sympathy likes and selling things. It doesn't care what the content is as long as it's being interacted with. You know what I mean? It's really, really, really bad. I haven't had any issues with TikTok so far, but I hardly even use it. But she talks about how TikTok is supporting the scammers over them, which I do think, again, they're probably looking at the TikTok shop links, or they're looking at how much engagement it's getting and being like, well, we kind of prioritize it over that. If somebody just manually reviewed this and was like, yeah, that's obviously a scam, then there would be no question, right?
Well, everybody, it's happening. It looks like there is a very good chance that my dad's profile is going to be banned.
No.
I have been commenting on the spam accounts, the fake videos, telling them that they're using our images and videos without permission to scam people. And TikTok has decided that I and my dad has violated the community guidelines. They've removed all of our comments. And when I appeal it, they say comments cannot be restored. And now we have 2 strikes against the profile. So with one more strike, sounds like my dad's TikTok is going to be taken down for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Super upsetting.
That's awful.
So just in case it does, if you have Instagram, you can find him on Instagram at Mr. George the Tailor, and hopefully we can get everything taken care of. But if not, maybe sometime we'll get back to posting sewing videos. I'm not sure. He's taking this really hard. So, but thank you for everything.
Fuck you, TikTok. Fuck you and your crazy ways. I hate that. I hate that platform so much. There can't be actual people behind a lot of the moderation on TikTok, because it's just insane. As I said, if somebody watched this situation, saw the situation, manually reviewed it from a human perspective, they would be like, yeah, that's fucked up. They're copying. The frustration they must have had with trying to tell people that this was a scam and just getting strikes must have been awful. And although he doesn't have the biggest following, but these things still affect income, right? So obviously we had a quick look at a couple of videos from one of the accounts a little earlier, and just to hit a nail in the coffin, let's have a look at the website, okay? Well, I was going to have a look at the website, but it's now actually completely gone. But on the website, there was no way to contact them other than like a form, no emails, no locations. One of the reviews just said the word author underneath it. And although the branding looks legit, everything else was awful. And the fact that they only have one product on a whole website, come on. You would think with them pretending to be a tailor that there would be more size options too. Like, you could literally go onto AliExpress and take any pictures of anything, just say everything else is sold out. You know what I mean? Anyway, if you Google search for slippers, they are literally like $3 from Shein. That's pretty much where they come from. And Shein, if a lot of you don't know, a lot of that stuff is actually also from AliExpress. Sorry, that's just how it is. Have you ever been tricked by one of these scammers? Or had your content stolen or your face? If anyone would like to go and give George a follow on his Instagram, here's his handle. And I'll leave it down below also for you. Yeah, that is wild. It is so easy to set up something like this on TikTok and scam people and do all this kind of stuff because everyone just believes everything they see. It's wild. I honestly, every day I hate that platform more. Let me know your opinions down below. Consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon. Bye.